recording. So what is this configuration groups? So here, see what happens is sometimes we require, to create some configuration commands which you want to apply in more than one place, right? Suppose you have sorry, 1 moment. Suppose I have some configuration, some configurations, some section of configurations, and I have to apply in this part. So all that I'll go to that maybe to an interface, maybe to all the I will go to a particular interface, apply all the commands, and maybe same commands I have to apply maybe on this interface also. Then again, I'll just go into that interface, go and then apply those commands. So it becomes too much. Then what can we do? We can use the configuration groups here. So how will this configuration groups work? So you create a configuration group and put all of them inside that configuration group, and then apply that configuration group on the interfaces. So this will become much more easier. Okay, little bit similar
VTP,
to
sir.
VTP, not VTP, little bit similar to, you can say, BGP peer groups. BGP peer groups, remember, suppose I have to apply certain commands. Okay, neighbor command, then some other commands, okay, like source, loopback 0, TTL, and some other things. So I create a peer group, okay, and in the peer group I also tell them who are the members of the peer group, right? And then I can just go and apply that. So that is also not similar, because there also you have to do the copy paste on multiple devices. But the thing is that you can group some commands together in a configuration group, apply the configuration group. In that way, you don't have to type all the commands in every place. I hope you got the point. Okay, so now, how do you create the configuration group? So the command is set groups. Okay, then you give some command. Okay, after that you go under that. You could have written the commands in that line only. Okay, but the command will become too long. So you can divide it into two things. You can say set groups, then you can create one group, and then you edit group to that group, and you set up the whatever commands you want to set. Okay, once you have set up, so you can, okay, let me show you with the examples now. Okay, so let us go to one of the, I'm here, let me go to one of the routers. Let's say here. Okay, I'm here, right? So what I will do is I will first of all create a let me go to the CLI and then edit. I'm in the configuration mode. So let me, sorry, first of all, create a group. Okay, so the command is set group and give a name to the group. Okay, so let's say common group. Oh, common, let's say config, right? I wanted to use that command. So the command is set group common config. Now we have created the group. Let us go inside the group and do the further configuration. So I'll say edit groups. And if I put a question mark here, I can see the one which I have created, right? So COMM, press tab, it should complete. I'm inside. Now you can see I'm inside that edit groups common config. So here, now I want to apply certain commands. I want, just for demo purpose, I want to apply 1 or 2 commands on all my gigabit Ethernet interfaces. Okay, I want to apply certain command on the gigabit interfaces. Look at this. So I will use a wildcard expression here. I'll say set, look at this. And if you want to apply on gigabit Ethernet interfaces, I will use this smaller than, I will put it in the expressions. I will say GE hyphen 0/0/star. Okay, so anything with 0/0/0123, it will get applied. Okay, under that unit 0, sorry, sorry, I should have put a space here. Oh, it's not taking. I should have put interfaces here, right? Or even better, I have to put the interface command again and again. So I'll say edit interfaces. And I'm inside the, now you see, I'm inside groups, common config, interfaces. I'll say set, then I can use this. So I'll say GE hyphen 0 /0/ I'll say this, because I want to use it on gigabit, all the gigabit Ethernet interface or whatever gigabit Ethernet interface I choose, not a particular one. And then here I'll say it's under unit 0, then under the family inet. Now, for example, I'm for the example purpose, I'm using like two commands. Okay, now it depends in your production network what all you want to use, right? I want to change the MTU to 1400, or normally MTU is 1500. I'm trying to change the MTU to 1400. Okay, this is one thing I will do. And then one more thing I would like to do is I'll change the MSS, TCP MSS. So MTU is 1400. So minus 40 should be 1360. So MSS is 1360 or maybe 1350, giving some extra space. Okay, I'm telling that maximum TCP MSS should be 1350. Okay, so now where will you apply this? Okay, where are you going to apply this? Now, please be careful. Look at this. Now I will go outside this configuration. I'm here. And if I say show, you can see that this group got created, right? Under the groups, there's a group called as config, common config, and it is for all the interfaces starting with GE0/0/. Okay, under them in the unit 0 family, I'm going to configure or edit two configurations, right? Now, carefully. Look at this. Where am I? I'm in the global configuration mode. At this point of time, if I commit, it will apply to all the interfaces. It will apply to all the gigabit Ethernet interfaces. Okay. But if you want to, apply it on a particular interface. Okay. So what you can do is you can go to a particular interface. Let's say I want to apply it on, let's say, I don't know, I'm in VCP1, right? I want to apply it. I want to pull this first. I want to apply it maybe on 0/1. Okay, 0/1 is towards my LAN network. So I'll say edit interface gigabit Ethernet. Okay, and here what you have to do is you have to apply that, right? Before that, I will commit this configuration. Okay, I'll commit this configuration. Hold on, I'll explain what I'm doing. Let me commit this configuration because this configurations, this part that I have created a group, right? This I have not yet committed. I have committed, you can commit it anywhere. I have committed this. Now I have to apply this. I have to apply this. Now, if I apply it on the root, it will get applied for all the interfaces. Now, if I want to apply it on a particular interface, then I have to go inside that interface and you have to say set apply -groups and space, put a question mark. This is one problem. Okay, normally I don't know. This is done purposefully or this is a bug. Normally, whenever you create some group or something like that, you create your own user thing, it appears, the value appears here, right? But here, if I put a question mark, I'm not able to see the group which I created. So I'll just go scroll up and the group name was the common config. So I'll just copy this. Okay, so it got copied and enter. So once it is done, let us look at the show command. Not here. Let me go out top. And if I give the show command here, remember this is the candidate configuration only, right? What we are expecting now, we are expecting that on interface 0/0/1, those two commands should be there, right? Now, what are the two things which should be there? We are thinking that is, one is MTU, one is the TCP MSS. Under the 0/0/1, see, it is not there. It is not there. It is not there because the thing is, whenever you give the show command or show configuration, or in this case show command, we see only those commands which has been like what to say, which has been independently configured on that interface. Okay, it is not going to show you the configuration that was dynamically like inherited from a configuration group. Got my point? So if you go through an interface and individually configure something, you will be able to see. But if it is inheriting something from a group, you cannot see that, right? This is like a big troubleshooting thing. I have put that group in the group, two more commands were there. Why am I not able to see this? How would I know whether it got implemented or not? So if you want to see the dynamically configured commands, like what all config, whatever he inherited from the group, you have to say show. Now show is like it was showing you, but space pipe display.
Shekhar, can you make it larger, the window size?
Window size now.
Yeah,
Window
CLI
size
window size. No, the CLI one.
CLI, huh? Okay.
Yes.
1 minute.
You just click on the maximize on the right side.
Oh, this one, huh?
Yes.
No, wait. I'm going to let me change the appearance also a little bit. So let me at least 2 fonts. I'll increase it. And go to session. It should change for everything. Save it. And then, okay.
Thank you.
So here, when I say show space pipe display what? Inheritance. Now, if I scroll down, you see within, like, I don't know what to say, within 2 hashes, you can see this information. Okay, which you cannot see under the normal show. Okay, so now, okay, it might become too much. So what I will do is I'll put it in a notepad. Okay, the steps I have taken. So I'll just copy it from here itself. Give me 1 moment. So if I say show config, show pipe display set. apply groups are there, but where is the command with which I have created the group? Zero family inet. Interfaces, and let me, instead of set, let me say edit. So this is how I have done it. Edit interfaces. I have gone to a interface, unit 0, family, blah, blah, blah. And then set apply groups, common config.
You didn't give the address there in that address.
1 minute. Navigating is such a problem. Where is that address?
Init address and then IP address.
No, this is not the command to give the IP address. IP address is already there. It is just a command to go inside that particular interface, inside that unit 0 family, and okay, I'm applying that particular group.
Okay, got it.
Right? Even I don't have to do this. I'm just going inside that and I am giving this command. Or I could have written a single line, set interface gigabit 0 / this one, and then apply groups common config. So this is how I applied the command, right? But how did I configure it, right? The first thing was that I have created a group. Okay, the command is set groups. I have to name a group, right? That is name a group. It was so once I have configured that group, I went inside that group. Inside that group, and then interfaces, and then I went inside, and then here what I have done is set gigabit Ethernet -0/0/ I have said start. So anything start with this, in this one. What all inside unit 0 family inet. This has become like I can remember. I have done it so many times. And then you use whatever like command you want to apply. Like MTU was, let's say, 1400. So TCP-MSS. I think hyphen is there. You just check it out once. So I have created this. Okay, I have created a group inside that. This is this one. Of course, once you come out, you commit it. So you created the group. Next is you have to apply this common config in the interfaces. The thing is, where do you want to apply? Now, if you give the command at the root level, if you give the command at the root level, it will get applied on all the interfaces ze0/0/ all the interfaces. If you want to apply these two commands on a particular interface, then you go under that interface and you apply this. Now, third question, you may ask, what about a range of IP address? So we have understood, if I have to apply it on all the interfaces, give it in the root, right? Set apply groups common config, you give it in the root. If it is for a particular interface, go inside that interface, give that command. Understood? What about the range, right? So for the range, we have to create a range. Okay. So let me go back and show you that. Where am I? Okay, I'm in the configuration mode. Okay, so the first thing I'll be doing is I'll be creating a range now. Okay, am I in VCP1? Yes. So I'll be creating a range. I hope you are able to see this properly, because if I make it big, it goes below the viewing area. So now I'll create the range. Set interfaces range. No, interface range. Interface hyphen range. Once interface hyphen range, then you need to give a name to that range. Now, those interfaces might be one of your clients. You have several clients you are maintaining, or those range could be from a particular department, those interfaces, right? So you will create a group of interface, that's all. Okay, so you have to give a name, just for example, production. Giving it in capital letters so that it becomes distinctive, right? So I have created a name. Now put a question mark. How do you put the members inside, right? We have the, so we have the member, right? We have interface belonging to a interface range, and interface range in starting range to end range. So you can use this command to include a single interface. You can include this, you can put this command to say, you know, from 0/0/1, say 0/0/5. Okay, so either of the thing you can use. Let's say that I'll use the range command. Okay, so member hyphen range, and then I can say gigabit Ethernet 0/0/1 to gigabit Ethernet 0/0/ let's say 5. Okay, so enter. So I have created a range called as what? Production, and in the range or in that group, the 0/0/1 to 0/0/5 is there. Okay, now you don't have to go to an individual interface and apply that group. what you can do is now you can go inside that particular group and you can apply that. So now if I say edit interface range, name of the interface, will I get this type? Yeah, I'm getting it, production, and I press enter. Okay, and I will apply that group, right? I'll say set apply group, name of the apply group. Again, I think this doesn't come. This is the problem. I have to again scroll up. I have to scroll up to, I'll get it somewhere here only, right? Common config. I'll just copy it. Okay. So right click and paste. Enter. So it is done. Let me come out top. And then let me show you the configuration. Show. If you look here, I have the group. Then I have created an interface range that is under interface. That interface range have the members from 0/0/1 to 5. There I have applied that particular group common config. So whatever commands were there in the common config that got applied here, but you cannot see them, right? You cannot see them because here again I'm telling in the show commands, you can only see what has been independently configured on this particular interface. All the dynamically acquired or inherited commands from a particular group can be visible only if you apply pipe display inheritance. And now if I check under 0/0/1, I have it. Under 0/0/2, I have it. I have 0/0/3, and you can see, you can understand, right? Zero slash 0/4/5, I have not yet configured, no IP addresses, but still it is ready. Anybody, any questions here? Let me put that in the notepad also, the how to create the range, right? How to come out first of all. Okay. Okay, how do you create a range, right? Create a range. How do you create it? Can you just, if you remember, it is set interfaces, interface range. I may have spelling mistake. Please, you should check interface range, and then I have to give a name, right? So I'll just write NAME name so that you people know this. And then what I have to do, I have to say member. You either you can use member for a single member, or you can use member range for multiple addresses, right? And then you can press enter, or you can go on writing it, right? The range is, suppose you used range, then it is gigabit Ethernet hyphen, what is that? 0/0/, let's say 0. It 2 word is there, and gigabit Ethernet 0/0/, let's say 5. This is how you create the range. So once you create the range, apply the configuration group inside the range. So for that, it's better that you use the edit command and go inside. Edit interface, and under that interface range, and name of the interface range, of course, and go inside. So once you are inside, you say set apply group, apply groups, okay, and then basically group name, right? So this is how you do it. And if you want to see the on a particular interface, if you want to see whether it got applied or not, it will not be through normal show command. It will be show pipe display inheritance. TNCE, just check it out. This is the command. Any doubt here, guys? Please ask me. I'll save it. I will save it as, I'll save it as configuration group.
Sir Rajgopalian, I have a basic doubt here.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, actually, here to apply, we are giving a set command, okay, that based on the how the hierarchy of the but whereas in our real maybe I'm sorry to ask this, because maybe in my absence someone is already asked and you answered.
No, tell me. Why? Come on, you can ask me again.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah, see, actually in our real environment, no, so we have like yesterday you are told, right, the configuration file we will be doing the load override, right? So like that thing we are going to do.
Okay.
Especially if you go to the device, can you just go back to the device, give the command show or show configuration on the device, any device.
Okay. Hold on. This one creating problem. Show configuration, right?
Yeah, correct. This see if, any device, not any problem.
No problem. So this is show configuration. Show configuration.
Yeah, show configuration.
In order to do show configuration, I have to save it. I have not yet saved it. This is the candidate. Okay. To do the show configuration, I have to save it. Just for example, I'll say commit. Okay.
Yeah.
So once I commit it, I'll say run show configuration.
Yeah. So in this configuration, if you see from the beginning, the system groups, okay, the hierarchy. So there will be some braces here and some ashes. Yeah, everything will be there. So we will be in our general practice something called as some template refresh we call internally. So
Okay.
the template refresh, what we do is we will refer, there is a references template which we use for every devices, that
Okay.
we are keeping that as a reference, and
Okay.
we will add the required IP address or the required details as per the running configuration. But
Mhm.
wherein, so when we doing that load override with the file, we get
Mm.
some errors. So just I want to understand more what exactly this braces and how this, because here we are breaking the commands in the set and we are applying it.
Mm. Mhm.
So just I want to
See,
understand
see,
more on
yeah, 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 yeah. You have a very valid question. Think about this.
yeah,
See, you have the root, okay?
yeah.
Inside the root, from the root, one branch is going that is called as the system.
Okay.
Inside the system, you have host name. See, the first level.
Yeah.
You want to give the host name, so it is set system host name, and you give a host name. Okay, this branch is that much only.
Yeah.
Or else you want to do some, you want to create some process. Okay, so system, then you see there is a gap, right? I think it is this one. You have
Yeah.
the process. That means if you want to go for DHCP service, it is under system, under process, under that DHCP is there. Can you see that the space is given, right?
Yeah.
So you have to look like that.
Okay.
Okay, just take, let's take another example. Here only I press
Okay.
enter.
Okay, sir. I have one more question.
Huh.
So, okay, you said that we have to go into the set system, then process
See,
DHCP server.
just hold on. See this interface. This
Okay.
interface is extreme left, right? This
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
interface. That means
Yeah.
this interface is not coming under system. After
Okay.
root, direct interface. Under the interface, you have interface range command, or after the interface, you can go to a direct interface called gigabit Ethernet 0/0. Under that, you have unit 0. Under that, you have family. Under that, you put the address.
Okay.
See, now your second question.
Yeah. The second question is, for example,
Mhm.
so on the interface range, we see the bracket, flower bracket. So yeah,
Yes.
that's so open with the member range
Yes,
and
it is
all, right?
open and
So
close. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
wherein we, when we use the set command, so we will
Huh.
not all use this this
No, we don't use the bracket in the set command. It works in
okay,
this. When I say set, okay, and when I
okay,
say interface, that means it is understood that I'm going inside the interface. Okay. Then
okay,
after that, when you go to gigabit Ethernet 0/0/, let's say 0, you have reached up till this. Then here, if you say unit 0, you have reached here. Then you say family inet, you have reached here.
oh okay,
Okay, you don't have to put the braces.
oh okay, fine, sir.
It is getting some idea now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
that was the actually my main doubt was
Huh.
there when we use the set command. Why
Huh.
in we are not using the braces and the whatever the special characters which
No,
we
no,
use
we
on.
we we don't use it. Only special character you should remember is, suppose, just for example, you are giving some name. Okay, this is just the name of the group, right? Or the range of IP addresses, right? Name.
Yeah,
But if the name contains multiple word, here it is production. Let's say
yeah.
production space company A, just for example. Okay,
Okay.
when it becomes multiple words and there is a space and you are not giving any underscore or underline or dash or something like that, put them under double quote.
Can you please repeat once again, sir? This one, please.
So if I give the command, I'm creating a interface range, right? So how
Okay.
was
Yeah.
the command? Okay, let us start from the top. Um, Not only interface name, let me take another example.
Okay.
Let's say I want to create a user. Okay, this is later on we have that, but I'm just showing you. Okay, let's say I want to create a user. So I will say set. Now the creation of user is under system.
Right.
Under the system, there is something called as login. Under the login, I will create a user.
Right.
Okay, so let's say my user, I'm creating my Shekhar, Shekhar. Now here there are more details you can add. One of them is full name. If you just say FU, na, it will take
Okay.
full name. It will take. Now full name, obviously Indian names will have multiple words, right? It is not
Yeah. Right.
shortcut, right? So
Yeah.
my full name, I'll have Shekhar Borbor. Now
Okay.
it has got multiple words, right?
Yeah. Right.
So I will put them under double quote.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
When I have space, I'll put them under double quote, trying to tell that this is the same thing, like, one part only.
Yeah. This scenario will apply when there is a space, right, after the
Yes,
full name. Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Got it,
That
sir.
means anytime you are giving anything, you are giving a user specific something which contains a space, put it under double quote.
Okay. User specific thing. Okay. Fine, sir. I got it. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Sorry to interrupt,
usually,
Prashant
huh,
here.
yeah,
Uh,
Prasant.
Raja, I just wanted to answer Raja's question. While doing CTR, what we doing is we just overwriting, not overwriting. We are just replacing the configuration file into the box. For that reason, if we extract the running configuration, it will be like this in the programming language. But if you do it in CLA, if you want to do any modification, any configuration modification in CLA, we should go in the tradition way, like something like set system, the set interfaces or set system hostname. Likewise, those are the commands which we used to follow in CLA. But in our case, in our code and template upgrade, what we are doing is we are just replacing the configuration file. I hope you understand. If we extract the running configuration file, it will be like this only. For that reason, we are changing or modifying the configuration in that way.
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
do.
I'll tell you. Wait. I have understood
Yeah.
your problem. See, this file can be in a different ways. So
Yes.
there is something called
What
a
we used
JSON.
to do is
I think you
what
are
we
doing
used
it in JSON language or what? It looks like this, right?
no
So I
actually
think it will be in the JSON language.
what we used to do is we'll just replace the we'll just move the existing configuration file in the box, whatever it is in the it might be a core switch, it might be access switch, whatever the Juniper switch is. We'll do replace it with the new file. For that
New
reason, we
file.
used to follow these type of commands, like the programming language, like as you said, interfaces under that G slash interface name, under that unit 0. Likewise, we used to follow. uh,
Yeah.
So
Prashant.
here only you will make the IP address changes, huh? Like in
we
a
used to, yeah, we will be having something like templates, and we'll be
see,
used to
I'll tell you
compare it with the
that
running
is
configuration.
that is JSON.
Uh-huh.
JavaScript something. Okay, so here just you have a JSON template. In the JSON template, you are changing something. See, I also have learned it long back. I forgot. You have this Puppet, Chef, and other things now. So SDN basically little bit. Okay, so this JSON format you are taking.
Yeah, you're right. Raja, are you about to tell something?
No, Prashant. Actually, just yeah, we are replacing the file. That's correct. But I had that the special characters because the brace and all was there, right? So just I wanted to clarify because wherein it won't be the template and the running configuration. Most of the times it may not be similar. We need to just And if you go to some simple configuration, if it is an interface, so there will be some braces and all. So sometime we get error, whatever we
Confused.
prepared. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
my
the reason I asked.
understanding, these braces are something like the programming languages. If you remember that C program, if you that object and class or something like that, G slash interface is kind of class. In inside that class, G slash some interface name. We used to specify it, right? Like in this case, G slash 0/0/0/0 is one object. Under that, unit 0 is one thing. Under that, likewise, if we open some braces, we should close it simultaneously.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ah,
So basically, if you just look at it closely, you will see that it is actually much more placed in a very hierarchical format than Cisco. Okay, here it will become very easy. Like initially it will be tough, but here it becomes very easy to understand. See, under the family INET, this bracket is there where you have this address. Bracket open, bracket close.
yes, I
Unit
agree. If
0.
you go through this, it will be more clear than the normal command.
Yes.
It will tell us the hierarchy under which thing, which is what is there.
And I think yesterday I have shown you, right? Yesterday I have shown you this also. Control 1. Yesterday, if I go to exit, see, I have saved some configuration. Okay, let me show you. File, list. See what I have done? I am doing the lab properly this time. So I have one configuration, which is initial config with IP address. That configuration is only having IP address. Okay. Next, I have saved one configuration, OSPF single area with P2P network types. And where is it? This is in my default directory. I think you also, you people also move from here only when you give the load, or maybe you have to give the path. Like my here it is over, I have done some commit, but after this class is over, I want to go back to my previous configuration, right? Obviously. So what I will do is I will just edit, and I'll say load override. Okay, and then load override, and then if I put a question mark, it is showing me those commands. Okay, see, this is one thing, load configuration in the JSON format. Okay, load configuration in the JSON format. This only I have not done. Forgot all these JSON things. But what you were saying now, that is the same thing. What I will do is I will load this OSPFC.
Sir, is it similar to the rollback option? Like we have our own predefined rollback options
Nay.
here.
That can be done, but that is committed. But I don't know now at what stage I might have committed, and how many times I might have committed, and what all I have committed. I don't remember, right?
Yeah,
I have
I got
not
it.
put
But
any.
in the initial stage, we will be doing some like if you want to wipe out some configuration until yesterday, we can have our own pre-saved files like this, and we can do rollback like this, right?
Oh yes, we can do.
Instead of doing rollback, as we don't know in which rollback our exact files are. So in such cases, we can do it like this. We can save
This
our
is
running
good.
configuration with our
Yes.
specific name, and we can do with override.
Now, yesterday I made the mistake. Remember, yesterday, see, again, just this conversation is coming. So let me commit first, taking some time. Now, hold on. Configuration checkout failed. Okay. So this is error I am getting. Although this error I am getting because of this software issues, I think. Okay. So pipe compare. So you can see this one whenever it is, see the candidate configuration is the previously saved configuration which I bought from the loan. And when I say source space compare, you can see this minus, this should be, this command should be removed. Whatever is minus, this command should be removed. So actually nothing new will be added, but everything will be removed only because that was a previous configuration. Why they could not do it? Because some software issue most probably. Anyways, I'll check it out later on. So since we are talking about this saving only, this is the next topic which is going to come. Okay, so this is the creating the configuration group, and let me, I hope I have saved it, right? Yes, I have saved it. Let me, I'll put this, file in our spaces. Okay, the configuration file. Now, next thing which I want to discuss is related to configuration file only. Okay, which is like, and you people wanted to discuss a lot. So in this section, we are talking about the configuration files. We'll talk about the rollback. Okay, and we'll compare different rollbacks, and we will see the something called as the rescue configuration also. So here, so before any configuration is applied, Juniper devices only have a single configuration file called as the factory config. So when you log in for the first time, and you have the configuration file, okay, that is the factory.conf. Okay, that is the default configuration, right? And if you don't do any modification and you just go out, frankly speaking, you have not given him any active configuration. That was the default configuration only, right? So once the device has been configured at least once, it will have a active configuration, and this active configuration is files. These files are located under config, under the /config. Okay, so if you want to see that, let me go back to this, and I'm in the configuration mode. Let me exit out because I have to go to the shell. Do you want to exit with uncommitted changes? Okay, yes. And here I'll say start shell.
Sir, I have a doubt. Please don't start with the. Can you just go back to again configure mode or edit mode?
Okay, what is the doubt? You tell me.
Yeah, a doubt is see that uncommitted configuration still it is
there.
Will be available. Yeah,
it is there. See, exit with uncommitted changes. Okay,
yeah, right.
It is still there. Now if you want to go back now, it will tell you there are some changes which has to be committed. What do you want to do about that?
Yeah, so now
the configuration has been changed but not committed.
Yeah, now my doubt is the earlier it was thrown an error, right? Checkout pass PKI service, that is an error, right? Even if you apply new configuration and if you are trying to commit, it will not commit, because that until you fix that error, even you will not be apply the new configuration here. That is what I believe.
But that is true, but this is not a configuration error. This is my software issue. Okay, this is a software issue. If I restart now, this problem will be solved, because I'm getting this dumped code again and again, where I am not able to commit. It is not getting committed, applied in the VFP. Okay. So this particular PKI service daemon, something is happening there only.
Yeah. In generally,
general, it will be there. Yes. Because why I'm telling you, see, we can see here only. If I say show pipe compared. It's there.
Yeah, correct.
This configuration changes have to be there. It's there. Now, when you type something more, it will get added here only, right?
Yeah, right.
So roll back 0, let's say. Okay, and I don't want to this one. So exit out, and then I'm going to the shell. So here, where am I? I'm in the root. Okay, cd space / config. I'm under the config, right? ls space -l is a better command. Look here. So you have this config files. Now, some interesting thing had happened, because this is interesting, this plus, I don't know. Okay, so this is your active configuration now. Okay, and Junper config 1, this is rollback 1. Because the active configuration itself is a rollback 0, right? So this is rollback 2. This is rollback 3. This one I have doubt, because this plus sign I have seen. Is it like uncommitted changes? But I have put rollback 0. Now what is this Junper plus GZ? Now this I have to study. I'm sorry. But wherever you say juniper.config, there is no number. That is the active file, and that is the rollback 0 what you do.
It might be the candidate configuration, Shikhar. I'm not sure, but just my assumption.
Candidate configuration, I don't know, because the candidate configuration generally doesn't come here.
Okay.
It gets saved when you save it, right? It gets saved when you save it. That means when you commit it.
Then any of those files that what we are doing or what we are modifying, it should be saved in some place, right? For temporary or whatever it is. Then only
maybe that might be possible. That might be possible, but I'm not so sure. I need to check.
Even
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm just assuming in that
Understood,
way.
understood. So I'll have to go do some Google search. What is juniper.conf plus gz? Okay. Now,
Sir, I have a doubt. The active configuration, earlier you have highlighted that one, the October 20th, it's 4:31, right? The timestamp. So can we see this is on show system commit? So that is this active configuration. This was committed at 4:31 itself.
Yeah. You can see that will be rollback 0, na?
Yeah.
This is basically rollback 0 actually.
Oh,
okay. The latest file means. So when you say rollback 0, your candidate configuration is like replaced by the active configuration, right?
No. My question is, so this active configuration from when it is being active, like this we can see in the show system commit, right? That is what my question.
From when it is active. From when it is active. So I think this is showing you from when it was active only.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So just to ensure, from this one we can also check in the show system commit, right? It should
we have to go to the CLI. We'll just go to the CLI and check now. Okay.
Yeah. 4:31. Yeah. I will
so
make a note of it. We'll check. No problem. Thank you.
Yes. So now I'm go. So remember one more thing I would like to tell you here, before I forget. You can type CLI from any place. You don't have to be like in the /root. Okay, I'm in /config now. Very interesting. I can type CLI from anywhere. But that's not the most interesting thing. The most interesting thing will be, wait. I've gone to the CLI, right? Okay. So now, remember there, what was the command to see the files? Yesterday I have shown you, and today also I have shown you. What is the command to see the files from the operational mode?
Files list.
File list. File list, right?
Yeah.
File list will show you it will go to the place from where you have typed CLI. Got my point?
So
I mean, where?
You are under the config. So you.
I was under the config. I gave CLI. Now, when I say file list, it will show you.
Okay, got it, sir.
Okay. Okay. So if you want to see my saved configuration files, /root, it is under the /root because I'm root, right? So it should be under /root. Correct? Okay. So now you can see, if you want to see, you want to apply this configuration, but before applying this configuration, you want to, at least last time, you want to see the configuration, right? So no problem. File show, not list, show. If you are in that same directory, if you were, if you were in the root, then you would have typed CLI, you could have directly seen this. But now, if from the config you came to CLI, right? So you have to give the path /root /OSPF single whatever, blah blah blah. So to see the file, it is file show, and to see the to see inside the file, it is file show, and sorry, to see the list of files, it is file list. Like that, there the file delete is also there if you want to delete something. Up till this, is it clear? Okay, now let's scroll up. Don't want to go back to this one again, but if you see here, you see by default it stores in the /config, it stores 4 configurations. It will store the 4 latest configuration, right? So if you want to see all, because it stores around 50 configurations, but the first 4 is stored in the config. Others, where it stores, I don't know, in some file system it might be storing. But if you want to see everything, then you can say show system. Remember, you are in the operational mode, right? If you put, you can give this command. You can see here that this is the rollback 0, this is the present active, and you can see the time 4:31. I think there also it was 4:31.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it was correct.
So basically it is from 4:31 till the present time. Correct.
Got it.
Okay, and you can see that the year, month, date, and other things, time up till seconds, it is giving you. And you I created something on the other router also. Just hold on. Is it this one? No, not this one. Two. In the two, so if I say show system, commit, you can see that, okay, most of the configurations are done by root, but there is a configuration done by somebody called as Shaker also, right? So now you can do lots of, like, checking, like this is the rollback. The first rollback is Junper under the, found in the config. Okay, you have Junper .config.1. That is the rollback one. Junper config.2 and so on. You have seen that, right? The software saves the last 50 committed configurations, including the rollback number, date, time, name of the user who used the commit configuration command. Now rollback 0. You type either rollback or rollback 0. It deletes and reverts all the unsaved changes. Unsaved changes. What is that? I typed. I'll have to check. So load active configuration as candidate configuration, reverting uncommitted changes. Otherwise, you can go to any of the rollbacks, right? You can go to any of the rollbacks. So if I go to, let's say, edit, and if I say rollback and put a question mark, I can go to any of the rollbacks previously, right? And I can press enter. The problem is that if I put this, I don't know what actually was committed. So it's better that if you have a configuration, you save it. You save it as a file, and then from there you can do load override. Okay, here also some options are there. I'm going to show you. Hold on. Then the show compare command. We have done it so many times to see the difference between the active and the candidate configuration. So the plus sign will show you what all to be added, and minus sign will show you what all will be removed, right? And if you want to delete the uncommitted changes, you can say rollback 0. Comparing rollbacks. Now, if you want to compare, your configuration with some other rollback, okay, so the difference between the candidate and not the active configuration, but some previous configuration, that can be done. Okay, so this is the command: show space pipe compare. Then you give the rollback number. If you don't give the rollback number, it is actually comparing with rollback 0, you can say, right? Candidate configuration is getting compared with rollback 0 if you don't give it. Now, if you give some rollback, then it will check with that particular rollback. Okay. Now, this is regarding candidate configuration. But if you want to check your active configuration with some previous rollback, go to the user mode. Show config pipe compare rollback. Give some rollback number. So basically, it will be between your active configuration and some previously committed configuration. Okay. Then you have show system rollback. Now, if you want to see the full configuration of a particular rollback, then you can give the command show system rollback and give the rollback number. It will show you full-fledged configuration, right? And then show system Now, if you want to compare two rollbacks, now here I created this for that reason only. Here I see that, okay, there is a user who has configured something and committed something, right? Now, when this user called Shekhar, when he joined, when he actually logged in, this was supposed to be the active configuration. Then he might have made some changes, and then this became the active configuration. So this is 1 and this is 2. Why not I check what is the difference between this configuration and this configuration, so that I understand what changes did the Shekhar make, right? So let's see that. So let's say exit. Although they say run, right? You can use run command and give the command, but let me tell you, not all commands will work. Okay, sometimes you may not see the command, so better you exit out. And then I'll say show compare. Is it, what was the command? So system rollback, sorry. So system rollback. Rollback 1 with the previous rollback, right? 2. So system rollback 2 compare 1. So I should have put it in a ulta way. So I should have said, please compare this rollback 1 with the previous one, right? Now you see here, so it is telling that when I compare it, so previously the host name was VMX2, which got deleted, and the user added host name VMX temp. Okay, so these were the changes he made. So this is the configure. This is regarding the rollback. This is what I am just explaining it. So as successive commits are made, the configuration may drift from a known working configuration. It can be difficult to remember which rollback contains the known working config. That's why we should save this one. But there is another way also. A rescue configuration allows you to define a known working configuration or a configuration with a known state of for recovery. Okay, the rescue configuration can serve as a last resort if your device configuration and the backup configuration files becomes damaged beyond repair. So you should create a rescue configuration. How do you create a rescue configuration? It is something like this. So today your configuration is working and you want to test some new thing. So why not you create a rescue configuration? So the command is request system configure. This request is a powerful command. Request system. This is again small, no? I'm so sorry. I should have saved that. So request system configuration. And rescue save. Okay, request system configuration, rescue save. So once you do that, and if you say show system commit, you see that there is a rescue configuration now. Okay, so if none of these are working, like, and you get confused which one was the working, just upload or load this file. Okay, you can load this file. So this is what it is: request system configuration, rescue save, and roll back to the rescue configuration when needed. Roll back, instead of a number you say rescue, it will get loaded, right? If desired, you can delete the rescue configuration. So if you want to delete the rescue configuration, instead of save you say delete. Let's do that. Request, sorry, that fingers. So request system configuration, rescue, delete. Okay, now if I so system commit, you see it's not there. So this is regarding the configuration. So guys, I want to stop here. I wanted to show you one more thing, which is the configuration archival. Do you want me to show you today or tomorrow? We'll do it tomorrow.
Shekhar, yesterday's PDF is not been shared.
Oh, not shared now. I will share it now itself.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do it now. Spaces, Junper training. I think manipulating configuration changes done. Huh? I think from here I have to do, and I cannot take multiple files here, one by one. Okay, it has been shared.
Yeah,
Guys, you please do the lab. Okay, I know there is no much time. Fine, no issues. Whenever you get time, maybe in month of December, try to do it. I'll always be available. Don't worry, in the month of December also. I'm not going anywhere, but maybe in December month, I'll be very busy for the 10 project. For the Palo Alto, I have to create networking videos, maybe because our company is going in a big way.